Well, the backup part is still a little bit a mystery. Yeah, and the biggest part just is got to get them into scrimmage situations, get them in where, hey, throwing an interception changes the game, throwing a touchdown changes the game, moving the chains changes the game, and we got to keep getting them in more situations where we can truly evaluate how will they handle it when the play needs to be made, and the quarterback's obviously the trigger guy. So that backup situation is still very, very, very fluid. Would tell you there's three guys really that are trying to put themselves in the best position to be that guy.
And who are those guys?
Obviously John Holcomb, and Nick Ost, and then Jaron Lewis.
Okay.
So, and happy with all three of them. All three of them at times have done things where they've really shined. All three of them have had times where you said, hey, that's not good enough for us. But the good part is we're still a number of days away from game day.
Obviously, before we even saw John Holcomb on a football field this year, we saw him with that monster dunk. Talk about his athleticism and how that lends itself to the position.
Well, I didn't see that monster dunk initially, but then I got tweeted from or text from about 6 guys saying, "Hey, have you seen Twitter? Your quarterback's on there." So obviously I saw it. He's a big raw athlete, very, very good arm talent. Is a guy though that can beat you with his feet also, but he's in a position right now that he's definitely in a three-way battle for that second quarterback.
Nick Ost, he's intriguing. Hadn't really heard so much about him.
No, he's been a guy that has done a phenomenal job all summer long learning the system, spending extra time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times this summer and even during camp where he's been in there early, when he's been in and just been on his own in the staff room watching tape and going through the playbook and going through installation and watching defense. And it's amazing even how many times he went through and watched our first 3 opponents. And the big part right now for us is let's worry about ourselves, but he wants to not only learn what we're doing, but also be ready when his opportunity comes.
How behind is Lewis, and how close is he?
I think he's close. I think he's still, sometimes I forget that even though he was here in the spring, Jaron's still just a freshman, a true freshman. So sometimes we're still in a position where the game needs to slow down for him, where he doesn't just use his own talent. He's got to use the understanding of the system also.